Welcome everybody to a week in the life of James Dimitriades in Cyprus, in the motherland. So came out here for 8 days with my amazing girlfriend. We literally arrived about an hour ago and came here just for pretty much an e-commerce monk mode. So 8 days of building my e-commerce business, working with our mentees at the WG, scaling their e-commerce stores, and fitness and health through this 8 days, of course, for this foreseeable as well. You know, the UK is fantastic. The weather's getting a lot nicer in the UK. However, still needed a little bit of a change of environment. So yeah, it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to take you guys along the journey, working with mentees. We've got a lovely spa. We're going to visit Cyprus as well. For those who don't know, my surname Dimitriades, it's how you pronounce it. It's Greek Cypriot. So this is where a lot of my ancestors grew up and lived. I've never lived in Cyprus itself. My granddad lives in the capital of Cyprus, which is Nicosia. We're currently in Protaras at the Paradise Hotel. That's what it's called. It's quite a nice hotel.
It's Flamingo Paradise.
Flamingo Paradise Hotel. Yeah. So we're going to visit my granddad as well in Nicosia, which is about an hour away or so. Have a meeting on Wednesday, which is 2 days ago, in 2 days as well, with a good friend of mine, Dimitri, who is an accountant out here in Cyprus. So we're going to have a chat about business, basically, and setting up companies and all things Cyprus business, which is fantastic. I should be seeing him on Wednesday. And then it's just focus mode. Now, a big part of what we're going to be doing in Cyprus is working on the launch of a new e-commerce brand. Now, I'm not going to give too much away in this video. I'm going to be documenting the process of building a brand new company from scratch, e-commerce company specifically. I've not built an e-commerce business in the same way I'm building this. This is a 100% bespoke product. I'm working with a product designer, tech pack creator for this men's fashion brand. This is going to be a founder-led brand as well. Extremely bespoke product. So I'm not going to release it yet. Maybe I'll give you a few more hints during this video. We arrived at Protaras. It looks like the strip of some form, nice and quiet. I've got to get some food. So I want to share a bit with you guys, but I'm not going to release it too much yet. But if you want to see me fully building an e-commerce businesses to 8 figures from zero, then you're more than welcome to subscribe, comment, so you can enjoy the journey. We have arrived at the one and only Fig Tree Bay for some morning steps. So every morning while we're here, we're going to start with the day with some steps, some sunlight, some grounding. We can go this way. It looks like a dead end.
A bit of a dead end.
Let's go this way. We were also eyeing out the jet skis. Cristiano wants to go parasailing, but I'm not sure I want to risk my life. Which is the thing where you do when you go super high up. Like a parachute type thing.
Gonna put your feet in the water?
Yeah.
Oh, look how blue the water is. Oh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold.
It's nice though, huh?
Look how blue the water is, babe. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Have you ever been to a beach with water this blue?
It's very blue, isn't it? Is this bluer than Thailand?
Yeah.
Much bluer than Thailand. It's actually lovely. We're going to go swimming at some point. We didn't bring the swim trunks today because we're just kind of eyeing it out. Gym session. Now we're having to make do with the kind of the machine that we've got here. I think we're going to go to a proper gym outside of the hotel next session. And session's moving onwards because we're limited to 20 kilos, but it's amazing. Nice and peaceful. Got the beautiful view of the beach. And I haven't got too long, got 25 minutes till our group call. So I've done all the preparation for it. I normally spend about 2 or 3 hours before the call preparing and quickly show you guys the view. As you can see, pretty nice. We will miss sunset. It's about now to go. I think it's already started, but we'll miss the proper sunset because of the call. But that is fine. Nice and peaceful. That's pretty much what we came for, just a bit of peace. It's a very quiet hotel, it's nice. Just chilled, nothing crazy. You need to just focus on one great offer, strong creative, okay, and implementing feedback from your customers fast. is very, very important. You know, getting feedback from your existing customers is going to set you apart. There's massive brands who are pretty successful that don't implement feedback or ask for feedback from their customers, and it's the name of the game. We have an entire slide on that in a second. Whether it be calling customers up, emailing them, DMing people that follow you on your IG account, your Instagram account, studying the people that are leaving you reviews, finding out problems and solving them. And the faster you can implement that, the faster you'll see success. The main man Dimitris right now took us to this beautiful, beautiful rooftop bar restaurant in Limassol in Cyprus. A blessing to be here, a blessing to meet great individuals. I met Dimitris through social media as well, so, you know, very, very blessed. As I always say, we live in the most opportunistic time where anybody can take advantage of social media, not only sell products, but meet amazing, amazing people and build lifelong relationships with. Dimitris is the Cypriot accounting genius. We've been talking about Cyprus companies, holding companies. Not a better man to be with than Dimitris, the top legend.
Yeah. Hello guys, move your company now.
Like, if you want to move your company, obviously speaking to Dimitris is the best option. And we're now in this beautiful ribeye steak, which is amazing.
We're in the best place. I'm sorry, interrupting games. We're in the best place in Cyprus. Limassol, we're on a tower. Opposite is the thing. We're having a great time with James. He's eating his steak. Everything is amazing.
This is why we build e-commerce empires. This is what life's about, you know. Most importantly, every single day, moving towards a goal, moving towards a purpose, and then enjoying the fruits when they come, you know, which they come for everybody. As long as you commit and make a choice to become successful, you can achieve it. Currently getting some work done with Christiana.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
So I've spent the morning doing two things primarily. So I've been fulfilling orders with my suppliers, and I've been speaking to Dessa, who is basically our head of customer service across all of the e-commerce brands that I own personally, and we've been just making sure customer service is dialed in, everyone's happy. We've actually been putting a few systems in place to help Dessa improve her workflow. She's from the Philippines, and now I am about to go into a meeting with one of our e-commerce mentees, Jamie, who is currently scaling his first ever e-commerce store. He actually launched this store very, very recently. Jamie launched his e-commerce store just 2 weeks ago, and he's already hit his first £1,000 week. And life is great. Now, while we work, it's very important to come to the realization, especially when we're in a hotel, you know, there's other guests in this hotel, and I've not seen a single one of them working. All of them are relaxing, escaping reality. They're dreading going back to work, you know, and they're dreading the lives that they've created for themselves. Whereas we're building our future. Now, why is that? It's because we're building something that we don't want to leave. Now, we're working because our work isn't work for us, it's our life. Isn't it interesting that we are not only working here, but we're probably the only ones that don't have to leave. We're not in life to escape and find escapes and find vices and find excuses. We're here to create, we're here to build. And as a byproduct of that, we get rewarded for it. So make sure to not create a life that you want to escape from, but create a life you want to be a part of every single day, where when you're working, you enjoy it, right? You have meaningful work, meaningful relationships. You're building something for yourself. You've got control over your life. When you work for someone else, of course you want to escape, because there's no meaning in it behind your future. You know, it doesn't give anything to your future. So I'm just eternally grateful, super, super blessed to be working alongside our community as well of e-commerce entrepreneurs. Some of our community members are, you know, starting out brand new in e-commerce, working towards financial freedom, and many of our e-commerce entrepreneurs and our community members have already achieved financial freedom. But they don't get complacent, they don't give up, they don't travel the world and not work. They continue pushing for greatness, because that's why they have greatness in the first place. Could we just see this a bit closer as well? And I know we touched base last time as well. This will be double.
So I have the branding there, and this is just plain on this side.
Wait, is the branding on the other side of this as well?
Okay. I will add that, but I'm gonna go ahead and...
Fantastic. What time frame do we think we can get this tech pack finished by?
So I'm gonna work on it over the next couple days. Probably have it for you Monday, Tuesday.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday works.
I'm shooting for Monday. That's my goal.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah, if we can get it done by Monday, because then it will be like, yeah, just the supplier process will then start really, and then we kind of move on to the next big stage of the business. Yeah, which will be fantastic. So as many of you may know, I've embarked on a journey to create a brand new e-commerce brand, essentially, within the men's fashion space. Now, this particular brand, I'm not going to speak too much on yet, because everything is currently being finalized. We've just literally got off a call with Lauren. So she's based in Florida. She's our product designer. So we're working on literally, when I say from scratch, the product idea all the way to planning the materials, planning the dimensions, planning every single intricate detail behind this product, where the branding goes, every detail possible. She's been planning and helping us with that. So we've got 3D models of the product pretty much finalized. We're now moving on to creating tech packs. I'll show you an example on screen of what a tech pack is, just for a different product. So tech packs should be finalized by Monday. And then we have basically everything we need now to reach out to suppliers. So this brand is going to be a luxury men's fashion brand, specifically for ambitious individuals. That's who we're positioning our product to. That's who we're building this brand for, is for men who want more out of life and men who are building something greater for their life and have a product that represents that and a community and a team that represents that. So as soon as we've got this tech back on Monday, worst case Tuesday, Wednesday, we're then going to be speaking to some manufacturers as well. So I've got full negotiation scripts ready. I'm ready to fly out to whichever country I need to fly out to negotiate with them, to build relationships with them. It's not just about price for us, the quality. This is a luxury brand, as mentioned. So, you know, it's not going to be a cheap product. You know, we're not here in the game of volume for this brand. We're in the game of providing a fantastic product to a worthy individual who actually deserves a product like this. So, yeah, basically once we have the tech back, we can reach out to as many suppliers as possibly needed. I'm going to reach out to quite literally hundreds of suppliers for the products, and I'm going to be ruthless with them, because I am very aware for the standards that we have for this brand. And this brand that we're creating is all about standards, having higher standards, and this brand being the new standard for how you should conduct your life and how you build a business and how you basically build your life. And so going into it with that mindset that we have for the brand, I'm going to have the best supplier in the world. I'm going to build a long-term relationship with them. Okay, I'm going to basically do what I do best, which is talking and communicating with suppliers and communicating and building relationships with people. So that's going to be great. Then I'm going to get some material samples. So the first step to kind of getting this sorted is material samples, and then samples of the actual product with custom packaging, of course. Also from a packaging perspective, this brand is going to have the best packaging in the game. Okay, I don't want just the product to be great. I want the unboxing experience to be a feeling that when they get this product in the mail, increases their standards. As I say, this brand will be the new standard, and there will be zero flaws within this business, all the way from how the marketing is run, how the product is designed, how the product feels, how long the product lasts, and how the product looks, the website, every single aspect of the customer experience and the business's experience will be 11 out of 10. And I'm going to be taking every single lesson that I have learned and all the failures and problems and challenges that I've faced building businesses in e-commerce for the last kind of 6.5 years, spending thousands on mentorships and communities myself being mentored, and I'm going to document the entire process building this brand publicly. Once I'm ready to share the product, it's going to be incredible. So as mentioned before, please subscribe if you want to be a part of this mission, a part of this journey that I myself and you guys will embark on with me to increasing the standards that we have for ourselves. It's the new standard of living, and I'm very, really excited for it. This is the last day of our Cyprus trip, and it has been an incredibly productive trip. It's been a trip filled with meetings, with calls, with money coming in, with the gym and the sun, which was the exact intent of this trip in the first place. So yeah, very, very happy. Heading back to the UK tomorrow for some in-person meetings. So I'm going to be meeting my business partner, Mr. Elliot Wise, my brother, Phil, and then also going to be spending time with some of our mentees and our community members in person, continuing to grow e-commerce businesses and our e-commerce empires. So very, very blessed. And then planning our next adventure and our next kind of hustle trip as well. This time, hopefully with some of our community members will be joining us. That would be amazing. And looking to go to Bali for the next month as well. So if anyone's in Bali and you're watching this, shoot me a DM on Instagram. That'll be awesome. We'll connect out there. Looking to spend some time going on another adventure, continue the journey, progressing, expanding life, expanding businesses. And I'm just eternally grateful for everything that we have been gifted. So thank you for watching this vlog. You've seen a proper week in the life of basically calls and gym and coming out and changing my environment to get some sun. Get rich quick schemes, they do not exist. And if you really want greatness, you've got to put in the work. Nothing worth having in life comes easy and comes without sacrifice. And there's always areas to move, there's always areas to progress, and it always comes and starts with work. Speak to you guys soon. Please subscribe, drop a comment. If you are interested in inquiring about our private one-on-one mentorship and our community, feel free to message me on Instagram with the word ECom, and we can have a chat, see if you're the right fit for our team. We're always looking to work alongside and have the most hungry, motivated and dedicated individuals who are truly ready to transform every single aspect of their financial lives forever. And if that does sound like you're ready to take action and join like-minded individuals, shoot me a message on Instagram and we can have a chat further.